Good morning. Good afternoon, rather. And it's good to see you all here today. I'd like to introduce briefly what we're going to be doing, and the presenters who are going to be working with us today in this essentially a workshop. So I would like to first thank the Thai Temple hosting this event today, and those who have made it possible here. I would also like to thank Kongsak and others from the Mid-America Buddhist Association who helped organize this for the Buddhist Council. And I would like to, I know that some of you have probably had extensive experience with meditation practice, and others may be relatively new to it. But I am sure that there will be something here today for everyone. We'll be talking about a variety of meditation methods. So, my name is Will Holcomb from Heartland Zen, and my co-presenters today first will be Venerable JiRu from Mid-America Buddhist Association. I have Venerable JiRu and other monastics and volunteers out there in Augusta literally built the monastery there from the ground up. And if you've never been out to Augusta to see Mid-America Buddhist Association, they do have services on Sunday, and I would encourage you to make a trip sometime and enjoy the beautiful setting they have out there as well as the service. So I've known Master JiRu for many years, and he has a special place in my heart because he presided over my wedding. And we are now approaching our 20th anniversary, so he did a good job. And the other presenter today will be Dr. Kongsak Tanphaichitr, and I first met him long ago in the late 70s as a internist and rheumatologist practicing at Washington University. And it was many years before I met him once again to find out that he was president of the Buddhist Council of St. Louis. So we have a long-running relationship. Master JiRu will be teaching walking, standing, and lying down meditation. And Dr. Kongsak will be teaching a very special dynamic meditation. And I will be talking about sitting meditation. So we'll pretty much cover the field this afternoon. So without taking up any more time, I would like to turn things over to Venerable JiRu to explain walking meditation.
I'm going to share something is very urgent need for my life, because among life, whenever you look for the goal, is try to have very energetic mind. So meditative concentration and insight always with you. This is the pattern of life Buddha wants us to do for your own freedom and for your own safety. So as what I apply to my life is standing, sitting, walking, and lying down. So this four posture is for the secluded life, is for the spiritual life, and for who look for liberation. So skillfully apply into these four. The first one is walking meditation. How walking meditation is try to be protected, this mind and body, is try to be processing the meditative concentration and insight during the walking. So walking meditation is try to be block the sixth sense base in order that when you're doing walking or the dynamic action of the body, you are not in the sixth sense base. This is how deep the concentrate in meditation need to be guided your mind into unity of this very body. So this so-called brain and mind very aggressive and active. They are not looking for tame, very monkey, especially an untrained mind. How can we meditative concentrate and have insight? They have no way in the common life. But in the meditation practitioner, if you are a trainer, it is possible because with the skill and with the energy of training, with the determination of training, you can make it. But one skill or one posture is not enough. We need to put all four together. So sitting, walking, standing, and lying down should be cover all these skills in order that you are very skillfully put your life into the training. The first one is walking meditation. Walking meditation is during the light contact to the exterior world. So normally people, when he contact to the real sensual, he have no mindful at all. Mindful, very short, and forgot. When training walking meditation, that is the skill I learned from Thailand when I was a Thai monk. So the walking meditation is, let me walk up here. The pattern right now, I'm doing my walking meditation, especially midnight. Midnight I do two things until the morning. Right now it's go very intensive because the life for me is short, not much energy. Right now 62. I still maybe stand 10 more years, 70, after 70, life is not aging, it's decay or destruction. They have no more energy to do a lot of meditation like standing, sitting or walking exam. Not much we can do after aging, past aging. So when you see the walking meditation is you lock your fingers together, let the upper part from the hip come to the upper part of the body, not moving at all, like sitting. So my training is standing like sitting, walking like sitting, lying down like sitting. So sitting means still, not move some part. So that when the body is not moved, then you back to the 5 skandha. When the body is moving, you'll be aware of 6 sense space. When you are lying down, that is a very concentrate into dependent origination. Go to the most subtle part. That is what I learned. So right now, when you see my walking, just like normally walking people, this kind of walking. Right now my pattern is like that. But you stand in one side. When you walk, you see my leg is, I stand there, my leg can be moved very easy. So you need to train one leg can hold the body, so that the body, you just leave. You see, I put my first step. When you put your first step, you don't go too far. If too far, you move the body weight, so you have stress. You not, you go very natural. The heel and the foot almost in the parallel line, so you don't go big step. But once you put the footstep in front, your mindfulness need to put into the contact and feeling of the foot touching to the floor. Always keep your mind into the contact point, not in the head. Once your mind in the head, then 6 sense rising and ceasing, starting. Memory grabbing in mind, and or contact to the exterior world and grab the information for the fields of your own desire. Never get rid of the samsara. So once you want to make your life deliverance, then you need to keep this experience. If I'm walking, can I shut down all the 6 senses? You need to train your mind, experience that kind of right mindful and meditative, concentrate and insight. Again, meditative, concentrate and insight. That is the experience we need to discover. Unless you do it for yourself, nobody can help you there. So, walking, touching, moving, touching, moving, touching, moving, touching. Okay, so that touching is not easy because of the touching. First level is skin. Touching to the floor, you already stop. It means your mind is very sharp. If not, then the muscle touching to the floor. You need to stop. Never the bone touching to the floor without knowing. So you can see people when he is walking, when his bone touching to the floor, the mind will run. It's not in certain kind of intention or right mindful. So he is not right mindful to the body becomes very rough. If you're mindful to the body becomes very sensitive and sharp. Then you can hold your footstep. So you train that kind of knowing, we call that right knowing in right mindful. You are meditative concentrate. So train that until once you move your body, then you are already very careful in your footstep. I tell you something what I am. 60% to 80%, I'm in that shape when I'm walking, like a mouse, not an elephant. If an elephant walk, in the hotel, people deny to accept you. They need to have a break and sleep. When you see all the unmindful people walk around, you can see how big noise it is. Then you know that we are not in that kind of required. By Buddhism, monastic always want to become like that. If you are not become like that, it means you're not determined into practice. Wasted life. Yeah. So here, when you walk in, make sure that knowing the contact, moving like this, see? In your home, you can distance 10 steps or more, but not walking in garden. Why? Because too much senses contact. In Thailand, you need to take a drill, so you walk in there, try to seal up all the senses contact, so that you can contact in the footstep until you don't feel sensual. Concentrate until you only feel the touching, not feeling. Feeling is better than touching. So feeling is the effect, touching is the cause. You try to settle your mind into meditative concentrate so that you only know the flow and the body movement like that, vibration of the movement until you don't feel any sensual like that. That is how we call that. Walking is like sitting. Sitting is like that. You lost the feeling of the body, lost the feeling of the mind rising and ceasing. It's just in a one pattern or one object like that. You sit until just the object, no other else you can find. That is for the stillness of the concentration. So once you do walking meditation, also can come to that kind of level. That is what the Buddha means. How walking meditation can go. So, until that, then I will spread a little bit as what we can learn and sharing. Footstep touching to the floor, come back to the hand touching to something. Once you want to touch into something, then you need to hold a little bit, not let your mind come to another object. You just hold a little bit until you lose your hand, or until the thing changing. Hold a little bit while, so that when you open the door, open the lock and move it, don't immediately turn your mind away. Just watch it again until you lose your hand like that. So mindful touching, mindful sitting with your buttock. Put your eye into your buttock. So you see your own self sit there, and you see your own self rise up. That is how you expand the walking meditation into dynamic form in daily life. That is how awareness become from right mindfulness turning into awareness. Awareness means your memory is remember this very touching of the body. Touching is contact. Contact is in the 12 link there, very important. Contact feeling, if you cannot stop it from contact to feeling and pull it back, then it becomes grabbing. Once you become grabbing, you are out. You are in the samsara. Don't tell me anything that you know by the Dhamma, but in the reality, you are out. Because something already turning into grabbing and clinging. So that is how we train ourselves in the feeling and touching, in the feeling and touching. That is what I want to share with you of the walking meditation. We can walk together, one around, before we end. Please, we can walk around. Remember, always when you walk, you see my body is stand in the back. The front step is very light. You see? So you 100% stand in the back. You see, when you move, 100% you stand at the back. You see? When I move, front is light. Weight always at the back, like that. Please come forward. Yeah, we can walk around. Yeah, just walk around. Yeah, please, take your place. Take your position and walk. Yeah. Keep your foot very light in front. And very firm at the back. Step by step, very clear. Mindful to the contact point. Aware to moving. Keep the body balanced all the time. Upper part of the body, from the hip to the upper part of the body, not move at all. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.